Wendy isn't just another cool sci-fi character dropped into the alien universe. She's the emotional heartbeat of alien Earth. She's mysterious, she's powerful, and she's unlike anything we've seen in the franchise so far. In a story stuffed with corporate espionage, creeping horror, and terrifying creatures, Wendy somehow still manages to steal the spotlight. Welcome back to your nerdy show. I'm your host, Spoiler Master. If you've just watched the premiere, you probably have a ton of questions. Who exactly is Wendy? How old is she? What can she do? And maybe the biggest one, how does her heartbreaking bond with her brother Joe fit into all this? Let's dig in.
I'm not human. What am I?
The first ever hybrid. From the moment Wendy steps into frame, we know she's special. She's not a xenomorph human hybrid, not a standard synthetic like Ash or Bishop, and definitely not just an enhanced human. She's something completely new for the Alien franchise. The first ever hybrid of human consciousness inside a fully synthetic body. Think about it. If your brain and every scrap of your personality could be uploaded into a body that never ages, never gets sick, and can move like an Olympic athlete on steroids, that's Wendy. And the company behind her creation? Prodigy, one of the 5 mega corporations dominating Earth in the year 2120. At the top of Prodigy's food chain is Boy Kavalier, youngest trillionaire in history, played by Samuel Blanken, whose ambition could probably power an entire colony ship on its own. Before Wendy, there was Marcy. Here's the gut punch. Before she became Wendy, she was Marcy, a 12-year-old girl whose life was slipping away because of a terminal illness. We're never told exactly what disease she had, but it's clear it was incurable and aggressive. She's pale, fragile, and living in a sterile medical facility where even the air feels heavy. This is where Joe comes in. Joe, played by Alex Lawther, isn't just a medic. He's her big brother and her emotional anchor. He's the kind of brother who will dive into danger without blinking, but when it comes to his little sister, he's helpless. There's no cure he can pull from a med kit, no battle he can win. The tragedy deepens when Joe is told Marcy has died. He attends her funeral, mourns her, and carries that grief like a scar. The audience feels his loss, and that's before we even find out the truth.
Don't you dare.
That's your sister.
Slightly secret.
The Neverland Deal. Here's where the sci-fi twist crashes in. Boy Kavalier approaches Marcy's father with an offer that sounds like salvation. Prodigy can save her, but there's a catch. It's not really saving, it's transformation. Marcy is taken to Prodigy's secret island facility called Neverland, a place whose name is no accident. There, they transfer her consciousness into a synthetic body. Her human form dies, but her mind, memories, and personality are preserved in machine form. When she wakes up, she's no longer frail, no longer sick, she's Wendy.
There's an history on Rose.
Is she still human? The ethical gray zone here is huge. Wendy has all of Marcy's memories, emotions, and quirks. She remembers her brother, her childhood, even her illness. But her original body is gone. So, is she still the same person, or is she just an extraordinarily convincing copy? The show doesn't give us a clear answer, and that's what makes her so compelling. Wendy herself believes she's still Marcy, just upgraded. But deep down, there's the unspoken fear. Maybe she's something entirely new. For Joe, this truth is even harder to swallow. He thinks Marcy is gone forever, not realizing she's alive in another form, faster, stronger, but still, in so many ways, his little sister. That hidden connection between them sets up some of the most emotional beats of the story. Wendy's age and why it matters. Physically, Wendy looks like a fully grown synthetic adult, but mentally, she's still 12 years old. That's the age she was when the transfer happened, and hybrids don't age mentally in the way humans do. This is why she and the other hybrids on Neverland still have the playfulness, impulsiveness, and vulnerability of children. They're read bedtime stories, they play games, they laugh without worrying about tomorrow. Because for them, Tomorrow doesn't bring aging or death, and yes, the name Neverland is a direct nod to Peter Pan, a place where kids never grow up. It's whimsical on the surface, but the reality is darker. Neverland isn't magic. It's the product of corporate control, technological overreach, and the exploitation of vulnerable children like Marcy.
Her powers and abilities. From the start, Wendy's abilities make it clear she's operating on a whole different level from humans. She can leap off cliffs without injury, sprint faster than the eye can follow, and survive impacts that would pulverize a normal body. Her processing speed is insane. She can recall, analyze, and manipulate data instantly. In one scene, she rearranges surveillance feeds in a lab just by thinking about it. Later, she hacks into another AI's systems to speak to Joe, a risky move that shows both her cleverness and her longing to reconnect with him. She's essentially a mix of Superman's durability, the Flash's speed, and a cyberpunk-level hacking ability, all inside someone who still giggles like a kid sometimes. Why she's different from other hybrids. There are other hybrids in Alien Earth, but Wendy was the first. That makes her a prototype and a symbol. Boy Kavalier sees her as his masterpiece, the weapon that could outpace every rival corporation. If Wendy works as he hopes, Prodigy could monopolize immortality itself. But there's a dangerous side to Boy's vision. He admits he wants Wendy to surpass him intellectually. That's either genius-level foresight or a massive mistake, depending on how much control he can actually keep over her. To Dame Sylvia, Wendy isn't a corporate trophy. She's proof that human essence can live on after death. To Joe, even without knowing she's alive, she's the loss he can't get over.
It had to be a secret.
Wendy and Joe, a bond beyond death. The real emotional hook of Wendy's story is her connection to Joe. Even though he believes she's dead, Wendy still thinks about him. She remembers his voice, the way he cared for her, the quiet moments they shared when she was sick. When she risks exposure to contact him through a hacked android, it's not for strategy, it's because she misses him. She wants him to know she's still here, even if she's changed beyond recognition. For Joe, if and when the truth comes out, it's going to shatter him. On one hand, he'll get his sister back. On the other, he'll have to confront the fact that she's no longer human. Will he embrace her, or will it feel like losing her all over again? That's the emotional time bomb ticking in the background of Alien Earth.
Lightly! Stay here! Look at me! Stay safe!
The dark side of Neverland. The Neverland metaphor goes deeper the more you think about it. In Peter Pan, Neverland is adventurous but dangerous. In Alien Earth, it's a prison disguised as a paradise. The hybrids don't grow old, but they also don't get to choose their futures. Wendy didn't volunteer for this life. Her father made that choice for her, believing it was the only way to save her. And while she has amazing abilities now, she's still trapped in the role Prodigy created for her. Why Wendy's story matters for the Alien universe. The events of Alien Earth take place just 2 years before Alien 1979, so Wendy's existence could ripple forward in ways we haven't seen yet. Imagine hybrids being deployed against xenomorphs, or corporations trying to weaponize consciousness transfers. Could Wendy survive a xenomorph attack? Could a xenomorph even infect a hybrid? Could her mind be used to control alien tech? The possibilities are endless and terrifying. Our nerdy thoughts. Wendy's origin blends tragedy, science fiction, and raw emotion in a way that's rare for the Alien franchise. She's the result of corporate ambition, bleeding-edge technology, and one family's desperate love. Her bond with Joe adds a human heartbeat to all the high-concept sci-fi around her. She's not just the first hybrid. She's a little sister who died, was reborn in a synthetic shell, and is now trying to figure out if she's still the same person. Whether she ends up as Prodigy's loyal creation, a free spirit finding her own path, or something far more dangerous,
One thing's certain, Wendy's story is going to be one of the most important threads in Alien Earth. And honestly, in a universe full of acid-blooded aliens, shady megacorps and creepy space mysteries, a near-immortal 12-year-old with super speed, hacking skills, and a desperate need to reconnect with her brother might just be the scariest and most heartbreaking thing of all.
No, what the heck, I'll laugh anyway.